you're a community builder, you already have 17 jobs, landing page designer should not be one of them. So I'm going to show you how I'm using Heartbeat's Pulse to spin up a whole new landing page for our community without disappearing into a design spiral. First and foremost, I'm going to go and try and find a way to get my new landing page, which is going to be inside my content under pages. And I'll just click on create page. And this is where the magic starts. So I can give it the mission and everything that it needs to know. I always say that the bit that matters the most is the context. If you give the right context up front, it does 90% of the heavy lifting. So I want to build a very specific page and I'm going to add the prompt in there. My page needs to do 3 things. Explain the specific course that they wanted to find out more about, have all the links that I need in there, and then obviously give people the clear next steps. So first and foremost, I'm going to actually make sure that people know what they're getting here is an offer, and then I can find the right offer link that I want for this to tie it in. So I just need to figure out where it lives. And then once I am happy, I can just click on that. And then I'm going to continue. From there, I can actually provide any style inspiration or my website, which might be where I'm going to start instead. I can even add specific media that I want on the page in case I don't want it to create any random ones. So I might add a few pictures that are on brand. Once I added everything I want, I can look at a style that maybe speaks to me to see how we can get started and what I would like it to look like. From there, I can now continue and we can build upon this. I can choose my choice as well, which obviously always matters. And I think for us is more like bold than anything else. Finally, I can choose if I want some motion, which I always do. I like to see shiny things happen. So I'm going to go with something balanced just to give it a little movement here and there. I also give it the density, which basically means the spacing around my page. And now it's going to build a canvas, which allows it to basically build upon what it needs in order to go live. And there you have it. This is my page. What I love is that it gives you something that is good enough to work from immediately. It might not be perfect, but it's genuinely solid. And that is the difference between like, I'll do it later and this is live today. Let's have a quick look at what it looks like and what I've done and all the things that I have refined. What I love about all of this and what it looks like is that it genuinely feels like my brand. And it also has tied in 2 specific offers that are only for these people that access this landing page, which I think is super exciting. And the best thing is that it's tied in with the checkout, which means people can then straight on onboard into my community with this simple click and one simple step. Honestly, Pulse has done the heavy lifting. Now it's my turn to do the 10% and make sure that everything sounds exactly like us. Maybe tighten a few lines, adjust the CTA, and make sure that everything is super obvious. And all I have to do is just click. So if I click on anything, I can tell it what to do as well as editing it myself. If I right click, I can tell Pulse what to do and what to change, and it could completely reshape our section for me. I'm going to add a little testimonial right through it just to kind of add a little something. So I'm going to add it as a section. I want to make sure that I can add a simple testimonial to break up these sections, ideally in a yellow background. And here we go. We also have the testimonial now. We have a nice little breakdown. I can obviously change anything I want by just clicking on it. So for example, I can say, can change the name of this if I want to just quickly change it. There you have it. So if you do updates in Pulse or you change anything yourself, you can always click here and then you'll be able to see which version you want. Now I'm going to go into my natural habitats, which is micro tweaking copy like a feral editor, but I'm not going to make you sit through that. So let's jump to the final review. And this is how our page looks in the wild. What I love is that it is exactly like us and it has everything we need. It has the right hyperlinks, it has the right copy, and it has everything that needs to be broken down in the most effective and efficient way. It took me only 10 minutes to build this, which is insane. When you are a community builder, there is so much you need to do. And the last thing you need to do is actually to become a full-fledged designer. So if you're looking to build your community, I cannot stress enough, Heartbeat is the place to go. And now with Pulse AI, there's so much that you can do, including building your own landing pages. Don't forget to subscribe if you want a sneak peek in more of our marketing setups and how I run a tiny school on a big mission. And if you're a Heartbeat builder, go open Pulse and try and generate your next landing page today. You will be shocked how far it gets you in just one go. As always, don't forget to be kind to yourself and others and never stop learning because practice makes progress. But until next time, class is dismissed.